Uh, Virgo, stop whatever you are doing right now and just breathe, because the energy that is surrounding you at this very moment is absolutely electric. And I need you to understand that what I am about to share with you is not speculation, it is not guesswork, and it is certainly not the kind of vague generalities that you find everywhere on the internet. This is specific, this is targeted, and this is hitting you right now because you are exactly where you need to be to receive this message. Something has been building beneath the surface of your life for weeks, maybe even months, and it is reaching a critical point where it can no longer be contained. The person you have been thinking about, the one who has been on your mind in ways you cannot explain, the one who keeps appearing in your dreams or crossing your thoughts at the strangest moments, that person is not thinking about you casually. They are thinking about you obsessively, and I need you to understand what that means before we go any further. Before I dive deeper into what is actually happening in the invisible realms around you, I want to acknowledge something that you might be feeling right now as you read these words. There is a strange sensation, maybe in your chest, maybe in your stomach, a fluttering, a warmth, a sudden alertness that tells you something is different. You might have been going about your day feeling relatively calm, and then something shifted and you found yourself here reading this, feeling like these words were written specifically for you. That is not an accident. That is not coincidence. That is your intuition waking up and confirming that what I am about to tell you is true. If you feel that energy shifting inside you right now, if something just clicked into place, I want you to take a moment to support the Virgo channel by liking this reading, subscribing so you never miss the clarity that is coming, and allowing yourself to stay connected to this frequency, because the messages that are flowing through right now are meant for you and you alone. Now, Virgo, let me tell you what is happening with this person, because it is far more intense than you probably realize. This person is consumed by thoughts of you, and I do not mean that in a casual, oh, they think about you sometimes way. I mean, you are the first thing on their mind when they wake up and the last thing before they fall asleep. You are woven into their daily thoughts, their private moments, their quiet reflections when they are alone with nothing to distract them. They try to focus on other things. They try to push you out. They try to convince themselves that they are over this, that they have moved on, that you are just someone from their past who does not matter anymore. But Virgo, every single attempt they make to forget you fails spectacularly, because you are not someone who can be forgotten. You left a mark on them that time has not erased and distance has not diminished. If anything, the more time passes, the more they realize just how significant you were and still are. What I am seeing is that this person has been cycling through memories of you like a broken record that cannot stop playing. They remember small details, things you probably think they did not notice. The way you laughed at something, a comment you made that stayed with them, a look you gave them that made their heart stop for a second. They remember conversations that seemed ordinary at the time but now feel loaded with meaning. They remember moments where they held back, where they wanted to say something but did not, where they felt something powerful rising in their chest but swallowed it down out of fear. And now they are replaying those moments over and over again, wondering what would have happened if they had been braver, if they had spoken up, if they had let themselves be vulnerable with you. The regret is eating them alive, and it is this regret that is pushing them closer and closer to the edge of finally doing something about it. This person is so close to making a move, Virgo. I cannot emphasize that enough. They are hovering on the brink of action, standing at the threshold of a decision that will change everything between you. They have been gathering courage, rehearsing what they want to say, trying to figure out the right words, the right timing, the right approach that will not push you further away. They are terrified of getting it wrong, terrified of saying too much or not enough, terrified that you will reject them or that you have already moved on and do not care anymore. That fear has been holding them back for longer than it should have, but something is shifting now. Something is pushing them past that fear and into a place where the need to reach you is becoming stronger than the fear of what might happen if they do. I am being shown that there is a specific trigger that is driving this urgency. Something has happened recently that made this person realize they cannot wait any longer. Maybe they heard something about you that made them feel like time is running out. Maybe they saw something that reminded them of what they lost and it hit them harder than they expected. Maybe they had a conversation with someone that made them see the situation differently, that made them understand that they have been operating from fear instead of from love, and that needs to change. Whatever it was, it has lit a fire under them, and they are now moving toward you with an intensity that they have never shown before. They are done waiting. They are done hoping you will make the first move. They are done letting pride and fear dictate their choices. They are stepping into their power and they are coming for you. But Virgo, here is where it gets even more interesting. This person's obsession with you is not just about missing you or wanting you back in their life. There is something deeper going on here, something that goes beyond surface level attraction or nostalgia for what you shared. They see you as someone who represents something they have been searching for their entire life. You embody qualities they admire, qualities they aspire to, qualities they feel they lack in themselves. When they think about you, they are not just thinking about a person they used to know. They are thinking about a version of themselves that felt more alive, more present, more connected to their own heart. You brought out something in them that they had forgotten existed, and they have been chasing that feeling ever since, trying to find it in other people, trying to recreate it in different situations, but nothing has come close to what they experienced with you. And that is why they cannot let you go, Virgo. That is why you are living in their mind rent-free, taking up space in their thoughts, haunting their dreams, showing up in their quiet moments. You are not just another person to them. You are a symbol of something profound, something transformative, something that changed the way they see themselves and the world around them. They did not realize it at the time. They probably took you for granted in ways they are only now beginning to understand, but the impact you had on them was seismic. You shifted something in their foundation, and they have been trying to figure out how to rebuild themselves without you ever since. And they have not been able to do it because you are not someone who can be replaced. You are not someone who comes along every day. You are rare, you are special, and they know it now in a way they did not know it before. The obsession they feel is manifesting in ways that might surprise you. They check up on you, maybe not openly, but in subtle ways that you might not even notice. They ask mutual friends about you casually, trying not to seem too interested. They look at your social media maybe more often than they would admit. They wonder what you are doing, who you are with, whether you are happy, whether you ever think about them the way they think about you. This is not stalking. Virgo. This is someone who is deeply invested in your life and who feels a desperate need to know that you are okay, even if they have no right to that information. They care about you in a way that goes beyond selfishness. They genuinely want to know that you are thriving, even if it hurts them to see you thriving without them. And here is something that might surprise you. This person has been having conversations with you in their head. They have been imagining what they would say if they had the chance, how they would explain themselves, how they would apologize, how they would tell you everything they never had the courage to say when you were actually in their life. These imaginary conversations have become a lifeline for them, a way to process their feelings and work through their regrets. They have replayed scenarios over and over, trying to find the right words, the right approach, the right moment to make everything clear. And now they are reaching the point where the imaginary is no longer enough. They need the real thing. They need to speak to you, to see you, to have an actual conversation where they can say what they have been holding inside for so long. Virgo, the move that is coming is not going to be subtle. This person has been holding back for so long that when they finally release everything they have been containing, it is going to come out with force. They might reach out suddenly with a message that catches you off guard. They might show up somewhere they know you will be. They might find a reason to contact you that seems random but is actually carefully calculated to open a door. Whatever form it takes, you will know when it happens because the energy will feel different. It will feel charged. It will feel like something significant is unfolding, and you will have to decide how to respond. But I want to give you some guidance about that response, Virgo, because how you handle this moment is going to set the tone for everything that follows. If this person reaches out and you respond immediately with enthusiasm, they might not fully appreciate the gravity of what they almost lost. If you respond with coldness or dismissal, you might close a door that was meant to stay open. The key is to find a middle ground, a place where you are open but not desperate, receptive but not eager, kind but not naive. You can acknowledge their reach out without throwing yourself back into their arms. You can listen to what they have to say without immediately forgiving everything. You can give them a chance without forgetting what happened in the past. That balance is where your power lies. This person is close to making their move, but the move itself is only part of the story. What matters more is what happens after. Will they follow through? Will they back away again? Will they show you through consistent action that they have truly changed? These are the questions that only time can answer, and you do not need to have all the answers right now. You just need to be present, to be aware, to be open to whatever unfolds, while also staying grounded in your own worth and your own boundaries. This person coming back is not an invitation to abandon yourself. It is an opportunity to show yourself that you can hold your center even when someone who once had power over you comes knocking. Now, I want to talk about something that I sense might be weighing on your heart. Maybe you have been doubting yourself, wondering if you are making too much of this, if you are imagining the intensity, if you are projecting feelings onto someone who does not actually feel the same way. I want to assure you that what you have been sensing is real. The connection between you and this person is not one-sided. The energy is not a figment of your imagination. You have been picking up on something genuine because you are intuitive and you are connected to this person on a level that transcends the physical. Do not gaslight yourself into believing that what you feel is not real. It is real. It has always been real. And this person is finally catching up to what you already knew. There is something beautiful about what is happening here, Virgo. This is not just about someone coming back because they are lonely or because they cannot find anyone better. This is about someone realizing that what they had with you was precious and irreplaceable and that they made a mistake by letting it slip away. This is about someone who has done the work on themselves, who has grown, who has learned from their failures and their fears, and who is ready to show up differently this time. This is about redemption, about second chances, about the kind of love that survives distance and time and all the obstacles that life throws at it, and that is worth paying attention to. But I also need you to be careful, Virgo. Not careful in the sense of closing yourself off or building walls so high that no one can reach you. Careful in the sense of protecting your heart while still leaving it open. Careful in the sense of observing actions rather than just listening to words. Careful in the sense of giving yourself time to see if this person's behavior matches their promises. People can say beautiful things, they can make grand declarations, they can tell you everything you want to hear, but what really matters is what they do when the initial excitement fades and real life sets in. What matters is whether they show up consistently, whether they honor their commitments, whether they treat you with the respect you deserve even when it is not easy or convenient. That is what you need to watch for. The obsession this person feels for you is real and it is powerful and it is driving them toward you. But Virgo, obsession is not the same as love. Obsession is about what someone wants for themselves. Love is about what someone wants for you. Make sure that what this person is offering is love, not just intensity. Make sure that they want your happiness, not just their own satisfaction. Make sure that they are ready to give as much as they want to receive. This is the standard you need to hold, and you should not lower it for anyone, no matter how much you care about them or how long you have waited for them to come back. I am seeing that this person is genuinely ready to step up in a way they were not before. They have been humbled by life, by loss, by the realization that they cannot control everything and that some things, some people are worth fighting for. They are approaching the situation with more maturity, more self-awareness, more willingness to be accountable than they ever had before. That does not mean they are perfect. It does not mean they will not make mistakes. But it does mean they are coming from a different place than they were when they left or when they stayed silent. And that difference matters. It changes the entire dynamic. It creates the possibility for something new to emerge. So what do you do with all of this information, Virgo? What do you do with the knowledge that someone is thinking about you obsessively and is about to make a move? You stay grounded. You stay centered. You stay connected to yourself and to your own truth. You do not let excitement or anxiety sweep you away. You do not let your mind run wild with scenarios and expectations. You simply remain present, open, and aware. You let things unfold naturally, and you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. You have already proven that you can survive without this person. You have already proven that you can thrive on your own. The question is whether you want to invite them back into your life, and if so, on what terms. That decision is yours to make, and you are more than capable of making it wisely. I want you to remember something, Virgo. You are not the same person you were when this connection first began. You have grown, evolved, healed. You have learned lessons, set boundaries, raised your standards. You are not desperate, not needy, not willing to settle for less than you deserve, and that is your greatest strength. This person is coming back to a version of you that they have never met before. They are coming back to someone who knows their worth and who will not compromise it for anyone. If they are ready for that version of you, wonderful. If they are not, you will be fine. You will continue to live your life, to pursue your goals, to build the future you have been dreaming of. You do not need them. You want them, maybe, but you do not need them. And that distinction changes everything. The energy right now is charged with possibility. The air is thick with anticipation. Something is about to break open, and when it does, you will have a choice to make. Choose wisely. Choose from your center. Choose from your truth. And know that whatever you choose, the universe has your back. You are protected, guided, and loved more than you know. Trust that and let yourself receive whatever is coming with an open heart and clear eyes. If this reading spoke to you, if you felt that shift in your energy, if you know in your gut that this message was meant for you, please take a moment to support this channel. Like this video so others who need this clarity can find it. Subscribe so you stay connected to the guidance that is flowing through. Comment below and tell me if you have been feeling this energy building, if you sense that someone is about to make their move, because connecting with others who are going through the same experience creates a powerful healing circle. Your engagement matters more than you know, and it keeps these messages coming. Virgo, I am leaving you with this. You are worthy of love that does not make you question your worth. You are worthy of consistency, of honesty, of someone who shows up for you without hesitation. Do not settle for less. Do not let old patterns repeat. Do not trade your peace for a moment of attention. If this person is truly ready for you, they will prove it through their actions over time. And if they are not, someone else will be. The universe is preparing something beautiful for you, and this moment is just the beginning. Stay open, stay centered, and trust the process.